from the wall to the floor, first place we're going to go is our knees. You'll find some people have had knee surgery, knee replacement, issues with their knees where they can't get on their knees. So the wall is the best place for them to go, and then you'll see in the next sequence how we use the entire floor to do the toes to do the full exercise. So on my knees, I'm going to start with my first number. I'm going to go out. I'm going to tuck in my stomach, shoulder blades down, and just on my hands, I'm going to hold this position. You're going to set your timer when you're going to work on holding this form. You should be able to rotate your head fully in both directions. And when the tone starts, shut it off. And then you're going to move to your next core region number, the second number in the sequence here. Crawl back out. Tuck in your stomach, shoulder blades back, raise your toes, and you want to hold this. Now, if you have trouble holding this position with your toes up, put your feet down. But if you don't, this is a good way to begin. You'll increase gravity if we go lower, and we'll do. Let's do the gravity, and we'll increase the gravity. We'll go to the forearms this time. So I want to come up, move my right knee over to the next number. My left knee stays on 0. Hit the timer. Now I can go out, tuck in the stomach, shoulder blades down, start the timer, toes up. This particular exercise is the one you've seen in some of the other videos. This will hold, depending on the individual, this will hold for up to 24 hours. If you're doing a minute plus on that exercise. So now let's take a look at the full plank using the feet going out and knees off the floor. Set up, I have my 9 core regions on my right balance tape measure here, and I have set up a mat, and I have my smartphone. I want to use your smartphone as a timer. Very important that as you go down on the floor, that you set your feet left foot at 0, right foot on the number. I'm going to go down all 9 core regions sequentially here. So I'll go to my first number. I'm going to go out. I'm going to hold that position of my feet, soft knees, stomach in, shoulder blades down, and I want to hold this. I want to be working on form and breathing. So this is a push-up position. You'll find this to be one of the easier positions when you move to the floor. When you hear your alarm, reset, you want to stand up. I want to go to my next number. Again, I'm going to have soft knees, tuck in my stomach, gives me that pelvic tilt. I start my timer. Feet have not moved, and again I'm going to work on deep breathing, holding this form, stomach in, soft knees, and breathing. And you want to hold this again for, I've set this timer right now, you can tell it's at 15-second intervals. Normally I'll have mine in 1-minute intervals. You'll need to maybe take a little break between, but you'll get through this relatively quickly. And the bonus is there. You'll see the effect it has on your core. Now let's look at another way that you can do this exercise. Middle of my right foot is on my next number. I'm going to go down, soft knees, tuck in my stomach, shoulder blades back, and the same thing we did on the wall. Now you're going to hold this position. You're going to breathe deeply. Again, form is the issue. Shoulder blades down, stomach in, soft knees, pelvic thrust, and you've got it. And just hold this position for whatever period of time you feel comfortable. So we have 2 for the wall, 2 for the mat. Now let's look at a couple of other exercises you can integrate. A way to stretch If you've done the child's pose in yoga, for stretching, we want to go to 0, and I'm going to go to my pelvic floor. And I'm going to go all the way back to my backside toward my heels as far as I can, and then crawl out. You'll start to feel a stretch in your very low back when you do this. Just crawl out with your fingertips, hold it. And then you want to move to the next region in the lower core, up. Your number 2 region. Again, backside to your heels, and crawl out. If you really focus and breathe, then as you exhale, crawl out. And you go to the next core region. I'm now in the upper part of my lower core, backside to my heels, deep breath, and crawl out. You can go through all 9 core regions and stretch your entire core sequentially from low core to upper. Planking, and you get more and more comfortable with this, you want to move your planks around. We have color-coded: red is upper core, black is mid-core, and blue is lower core. Whatever you've done, however you're acknowledging it, you can number these, but you want to vary the core region exercise. You want to do the very top of the upper core, neck, and then the pelvic floor, and then the middle of the upper core, middle of the lower core, until you meet in the mid-core. Or you can do all low core, all upper core, all mid-core, or mid-core, upper core, lower core, in the sequence of 3s. You want to shake it up a little bit. You don't want to develop a constant routine here. Just challenge the core a little bit differently. I'm going to show you another way, a little more advanced strategy that you can use. And you want to count. So I'm setting my feet, one on 0, one on a upper core number. Doesn't matter what core region. Soft knees, shoulder blades down, stomach in. And now I can do a walk up. And hold that position of your feet as you do the walk up. You'll really start to challenge the core, and you can change the position of your feet and do different core regions as you do this. That'll give you a really good workout, I promise you.